In this video, we take a look at the Mac OS X Leopard's graphical user interface. In our last video, we took a nice look at Windows Vista's graphical user interface, and now Mac. Overall, each operating system is dedicated to perform the same task, meaning creating folders, opening folders, allowing you to change settings and so forth. But they differ in the way the styles and looks. For instance, here you see a window. This is the window that you see in Mac. If you're using Mac OS Tiger, you notice that Mac OS Leopard windowing system is a little different. This is called the Leopard Aqua windowing system, or the visual is similar to that of Windows Vista's aerial effect, and that there are special effects that's given to each of the windows when you open them. Here we see some things. We see desktop, documents, downloads. This is very similar to Windows when you open up your home folder. This is the home folder inside Mac, and let's look at some things in this sidebar here. We see devices labeled Macintosh HD, which is our entire computer, all of our applications, libraries, everything that programs need to access is kept in this folder. This contains all users and so forth. This hard disk right here labeled Untitled, this is my Windows Vista bootcamp partition. If you have Windows on your MacBook Pro via bootcamp, you're going to see this Untitled disk here. It's formatted into HCFS, so you can't rename it. It has to stay untitled. I have my iDisk here, which if you have MobileMe, if you have a MobileMe account, you have a hard drive in the sky, as they say, and this works via the internet. So all of the documents in here is on the internet, and I can access them through this iDisk. We'll talk about MobileMe services in the future videos. I have this network here. I have a server on this network, but it's not showing up as of right now, so we're not going to worry about that. Here we have places, and I've customized my places to show desktop, my home folder, applications, which shows you all of the applications you have on your system that you can access and use. You can see I have a large array of programs that I have access to. Documents, music, movies, pictures, and then you have this down here, search. Here you can search for basically anything. You have, every time you do a search inside this spotlight here, every time you search spotlight, you're going to, the searches will be listed here whenever you come to them. So you have access to all of your searches there. So that's that. Let's take a look at this at the top. We see here labeled Macintosh 64-bit, which is tells you that I'm in my home folder. These buttons right here, they're very similar to that of Windows. This X button allows you to close, this red X. This yellow button allows you to minimize and it gets sent to the dock, which we'll talk about next. And this green button, which allows you to minimize and set the size of the window. Here you have back and forth buttons, so you can instantly go back. Here you have views. You can change the way the content is viewed. This is a new feature in Mac OS Leopard, which allows you to view all of the contents in your folder in this cover flow format. This is very nice. We'll look at this a little bit more too. Here is the informational button, which allows you to view information about the content selected. And here, similar to the file button in Windows, here you can create a new folder. You can burn a folder, open it, move to the trash. You can look at its information, compress, duplicate, make alias, which is to make a shortcut. You can change the desktop background. You can also label folders. Like this desktop, I can label it into different colors, which allows you to keep track of special folders if you choose to. You see that these items have labels now. Nice little feature. I want to resize my window back to the way it was. Yeah. And here you can search for the content, just like here, Spotlight. Let's look at the dock now. This bar down here with these icons, this is called the dock. Now, if you're using Mac OS Tiger, I should say, the dock in Mac OS Leopard looks very, very different from Tiger. First of all, it looks beautiful compared to Tiger. It absolutely is gorgeous. And you see we can zoom. It zooms in whenever we hover over one of these programs, and it shows us the name and so forth. This can be customized. And here we see Finder. I need to let you know that anytime you click this Finder, it opens up a Finder window. These windows are called Finder windows. And when you right click, you can create a new Finder window, and so forth. Where you have multiple windows open, and so forth. Here's the dashboard. If you have a Mac, go ahead and you can press the dashboard button, which shows you widgets, mail, Safari, chat, address book. You see some programs here. iCal, preview, which is used for showing PDFs, iTunes, iPhoto, iMovie, GarageBand, Spaces, which if you are a Linux user, this might be very familiar to you. Time Machine, which is used for your backing up if you have external disks or you have time capsule, your system preferences, and of course you can change the dock to add your own content. Here, let's look at this right quick. We see Stacks. Stacks allows you to quickly look through folders whenever you put them beside this bar here. We're going to take a look at more about the dock and so forth, but right now we just wanted to take a look at that. And of course we have the trash, and we see some icons here labeled Macintosh HD and Untitled. We're going to stop the video right now. We're going to do a part 2, and we're going to look more into this on the right of the dock. And then we're going to look up here at this bar right here. So that's what's going to be happening in the next video.